Welcome to my podcast, You Are More. I'm your host, Amy, and I'm excited to be here. So here we are. We're at the middle of October of 2023, and we're quickly headed to 2024. Time it'll be here before we know it. In fact, I'm already thinking about the next year. And in fact, I've decided that January 6th, 2024, I'm going to do a one-day event at the Bienvenue Event Center in Cedar Falls. And it's going to be building a life that wins. I kept hearing in my head, 2024, your year for more. And I'm a little rhymey, okay? Sometimes I rhyme things out. Sometimes I'm talking like that a lot. I always have some kind of a rhyme. I don't know where it comes from. Anyway, but I kept hearing 2024, your year for more. But here's the reality of it. I'm a now person. So I'm going to host this event January 6th because we're going to launch into doing all the activities that we need to do to create an amazing winning life in 2024. So we're going to talk about the keys that build a winning life. And it's going to be a great event. It's going to be a women's conference, January 6th, 2024. Mark your calendars, share it with a friend. I'll be making announcements of it coming soon here, but just want to get that out to you. But I want to talk to you about something now because I'm already planning for the future, but I'm a now person. The power of now. The power of now. There's a power in now, right? So here's the thing. When you make a decision to do something and you set a goal for yourself, how many of us say, yeah, I'm going to start that next week? How many times do we say, if we decide, and I go to weight and to exercise and stuff all the time because it's something that we all deal with, right? But how many of you say, hey, on Monday, I'm going to start that. On Monday, I'm going to start working out and get fit and eat clean and do all that on Monday. And here it is like on Thursday. So then you eat like crazy and you eat like crazy and you eat like crazy and do whatever all weekend long because on Monday it's coming. And then on Monday you get there. And by Tuesday, you're kind of like, you know what? I'm kind of thinking that it would be better for me, like getting like a springtime mode. It'll be easier to be consistent when the weather's nicer. We're going into cold weather. It's probably not the right time for me to do this. And we push things off and we push things off. We commit and we push them off instead of now. So here's what I found. People that excel in life do things now. They don't wait until the next day. They don't wait until the next week. They do it now. They don't think about things that long. My best decisions I've ever made have been gut responses, gut reactions. I'm supposed to do it and I move in the power of now. There is so much power in now. So instead of saying, okay, it's Thursday, I'm going to, I think I'll wait till Monday. No, I'm going to start now. I'm going to start now. And then by Monday, I'm already 3 days into it, right? The power of now. There's so much power in that. There's power in your action step now, right? Make the phone call now. And I challenge myself on that. And I fail miserably at it sometimes, guys, but there is power in your now. And so showing up now, being consistent now. Guys, if you want a life that is more, if you want a life that looks different than what's been currently looking, a life beyond your dreams, you have to really, I don't know what to say. You have to embrace the power of now and take action now. Make the phone call now. Do the exercise now. Um, Start writing the book now. Start preparing the podcast now. If you keep saying tomorrow I'll do it, tomorrow I'll do it, and if you put off tomorrow what you could do today, you lose energy and you lose power. So here's the thing. This is what I found. When I get that intuition or that I get that gut check or I get that feeling like I'm supposed to do something now. Maybe it's to make a phone call to someone. Maybe it's to send flowers. Maybe it's to fly somewhere to see somebody. Whatever that is. Maybe it's to make contact and put something together with somebody. Maybe it's to I'm doing the event January 6th. I woke up at midnight, do an event January 6th. Okay, I'm doing it now. I felt that do it now. So the first thing I did the very next morning was get a commitment to call it to the event center and lock it down now, not to think, okay, I'm going to think on it a few weeks. I'm going to just kind of think on it and maybe I'll do it now. When you hear it now. So here's the thing. To be able to have confidence and move forward in your now, you have to begin to trust your gut feel. I call it your gut feel, your spirit, your inner person, your intuition, whatever you want to call that. I lead my life based on that. And I am led by it. I'm led by my spirit. I'm led by it. And when I feel led to do something, I respond to it. And when I feel led to do it and I respond to it, it only increases in my life. The sensitivity to those promptings only increase. And if you want to live a life that is more than just average, the more you respond to the promptings of the spirit, the more you respond to your spirit person, the more you respond to it and you give heed to it and you give attention to it and you give weight to it, the more sensitive you become to it and the more things start to increase and the more things start to grow and doors of opportunity start to open because you've got forward movement and you're moving and you're moving and you're moving. Some people call them God whispers. I just call it my spirit man is telling me to do this. My intuition, my gut feel, do this, do that, do this. When you move with it, you move with it. Energy comes with it. Impact comes with it. When you settle back and you have a board meeting about it and think about it and think about it and think about it, you lose so much power. You lose so much energy. And the energy to even get something going or the energy to keep it started or do anything, like it like dissipates, right? There's power in your now. Go visit that person if you feel like it, if you feel like you're supposed to. Do it now. Don't put it off till next week. There's power in your now. I'll never forget this. And this is something simple, but I want to talk to you about the power of now. So, my mother in law passed away about a year and a half ago. And she had had a stroke like a few years before that. And she had been at a care center at the Western Home. And on Easter, we all of a sudden, Steve and I and the kids were like, yeah, let's go see her. And so we decided to go up there and we went up there and she and my father-in-law were sitting there eating Easter dinner. They're sitting at the table eating. And all of a sudden I looked at her and I said, Sandra? And she said, yeah. And I said, you know what? I have to tell you something. Every time my beautiful daughter smiles, I think she looks exactly like you. So one day when you leave this earth, I just want you to know you've got a beautiful, beautiful girl with your smile radiating all through this earth. It's going to make massive impact. Well, tears started to roll down her face. She said, thank you. I needed to hear that. And and her eyes just, I mean, just sparkled, right? And it was just one of those moments. And we hugged and we said our goodbyes. And, we thought we'd see her again in the following week. And um my husband got a phone call the very next morning that she had another massive stroke and she was not even coherent. I had no idea that that would be the last time that I saw my mother-in-law. I didn't know it, but all of a sudden I got that feeling. Say it. And I remember sitting there thinking, "Oh, thank God I took the time. I didn't ignore the thought. Um I didn't ignore the prompting to say something to her because our last contact with each other was meaningful. It was meaningful, right? I can think about it right now. It could bring me to tears. It was meaningful. And I'm so grateful to God that I responded and I did what I thought I should do. Here's the thing, guys. The more you give place to those promptings, the more things unfold for you. My entire life is a testament to giving place to those promptings. Absolutely everything about my entire life is a testament to that. About I just keep giving place to the promptings that I feel. I'm led by my spirit. I'm led by my spirit man. I know when to take a step. I hear it, right? But I hear it because I'm trained by it and I'm sensitive to it. So just start to think, well, how can I become sensitive to that? Just listen to it. And the more you listen to it and the more you take action with it, the more you respond to it, the sharper and the more sensitive it gets. Guys, it's powerful. So the power of now is so much in the power of just being led by your spirit. Like there's power in that. Go here, go there. The Bible says that you'll hear a voice in the way saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the left or to the right, you'll hear that voice. You'll hear that prompt. You'll be led. You'll know. And when you follow it, doors will start to unfold for you. They just keep confirming it and confirming it, confirming it. I'll never forget this. I'm going to tell you another story. It's kind of surfacey. Don't mind my surfaciness, okay? But a few years back, I had purchased a new vehicle, and I was excited to go pick it up. You know that new car feeling. You've ordered it, you're waiting for it to get in. Had been waiting for a few months to get it, and I was pumped to go get it. But I had a closing that was happening, and the seller had made contact with me, and I said, "Yeah, I'll stop over there as soon as I pick my car up. It's not that far. I'll stop over and see you." And I'm driving out there, and the only thing I keep saying is, "I need to go meet with her first. I need to go meet with her first." Everything in me wanted to go pick up my car first. Like, I just wanted to go pick up my car. I was so pumped. And I'm like, "No, I just need to go meet with her first. I better go meet with her first." Guys, I started to turn into the dealership. I'm like, "I'm going to get my car. I am pumped. I am getting this vehicle." And I turned in there and I turned back out and I drove over to the condo I had for sale, or that we were selling. And I knocked on the door and she didn't answer. And I walked in there and she was laying on the floor. And she was talking literally so funny. She was incoherent. And all of a sudden I'm like, "Oh my gosh, she's diabetic," and she's like like in like shock or something. Like, I got to get some sugar in her body. And she was laying on the floor. And so I'm like rummaging through her kitchen and stuff, and there's nothing there because she'd been moving out. And there's nothing in the refrigerator. I'm like, "What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?" So I go knocking on neighbors' doors trying to find someone that's there. I'm like, "I need a Coke. I need some kind of sugar." So I go grab sugar. I find a neighbor that's got a Coke that they give me. And I'm like, "That's not gonna work. I need candy, something I can just pop in her mouth." And so they gave me some lifesavers, and I ran over there and I put it, I just start I literally started to put the lifesaver in her mouth, right? And pretty soon, it seemed like forever to me, right? Pretty soon, she started to kind of act a little bit normal. She started to kind of like her eyes started, kind of, I could tell I was connecting with her, and I got her sat up and got some Coke in her mouth and got some things different. But here's the thing I'd say to you guys. That's a little bit extreme. But if I would not have gone there when I felt led to go there, I don't know if she would have been here. I don't know that she would have made it through the night. I don't know that she would have lived through that. I think there's a strong possibility she would not have. Right? So you don't know. When you get those feelings, when you get that intuition, you got to roll with it. You got to go with it, because it is trying to take you somewhere to help somebody else to do something, right? Or to do something for your own life. When you get those feelings, go with it. I can't tell you how many times I've been led by that. Um, and I'm just going to give you stories because I feel like stories help you. I can tell you that being led, knowing that I need to act now in different houses that I've bought and different things that I bought, they were so connected to timing, because timing matters. But also connected to the power of now is that when you embrace now instead of waiting till tomorrow, instead of waiting till next week, instead of waiting, activity creates activity, and activity creates activity, and energy creates energy, and it creates motion, right? So again, I'm in the sales world where I could make that call tomorrow. I used to always, and you guys have heard me say it a ton if you've listened to this podcast, but I used to do lots of open houses on Sundays, and every Sunday night I'd go through my open house list and I'd make phone calls. And I never wanted to do it, right? It was never a feeling that I wanted to do it. I never had that, "Oh, I can't wait to go make phone calls." And every night I would grab a box of cereal and I would head down to my office. And my friends would out be doing fun things and they'd ask me to do things. And I was always like, "No, I gotta go do this." So I would be consistent. I showed up there every Sunday night. If you could set your clock to it, I'm going to show up and I'm going to make the calls. Why? Because I had a desire. I had a goal. I knew that Sunday was gold and Monday was old. I knew that persistence on a Sunday, that extra effort that same day, brought a different level of energy, brought a different level of commitment to my client. Guys, I knew that Sunday was gold and Monday was old. I still tell my team that today. Sunday's gold, Monday's old. Monday's when everyone's going to do it. You want to get ahead of it, you go on Sunday. You want to capture the client, it's Sunday, it's not Monday, right? Sunday's gold, Monday's old. So I would say those kinds of things all the time. But again, it's going back to the power of now. When you can do something today, why put off till tomorrow? The Bible even says that. Why put off till tomorrow what you can do today? Right? If you have the ability to do something for someone today, why tell them no, come back tomorrow? Right? If you have the ability to bless someone today, bless them today. Don't put it off till tomorrow. If you have the keys in your hands to benefit someone today, give it to them today and not wait till tomorrow. There's power in your now. Even there's power in your now in how you speak. Don't keep speaking everything so far out there in the future. Put it out there now. Like, I'm strong and I'm healthy. I'm equipped and I'm well able now to do everything I'm called to do. I'm well able now. I'm equipped now. I have all sufficiency in all things now. Like, guys, there's power in your now. So I want you to think about things, how you position things with your speech. Because again, if you listen to anything that I do, your speech matters, your language matters, how you frame things matters. But I encourage you to invoke the power of now. I'm going to start the podcast. We'll go buy the equipment today. I'm going to start this podcast. We'll start to invite your guests. I'm going to start a podcast. We'll write out what you're going to talk about. Like, there's action steps that you can take on so many different levels. There's so many action steps that you can take when you get that I'm supposed to do it. If you do those things, it starts to create momentum and it starts to shift things now. Don't put off today. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. That's my word for you. The power is in your now. Not wait until the perfect timing. Not waiting. Because here's the thing. This is what I know. Situations and the perfect time to take a leap in something, the perfect time to jump in something, the perfect time to do anything is never the perfect time. There is no such thing as, oh, it's the perfect time. It's the right time. The right time is when you know you're supposed to do it. Like, now. Do it now. So I encourage you to move forward. If you've got something on your mind, on your heart that you think you're supposed to be doing, and you've just been like, yeah, I'll do that in a couple years, or I'll get to that, or I'll get to that. Do it now. Do it now. Move forward in it now. Don't put off today. Don't put it off till tomorrow what you could do today. Take the action step and move your life forward. It's 2024 where it's knocking at our door. 2024 is knocking at our door. Guys, do you see I'm rhyming all the time? 2024 is knocking at our door. Move the needle forward with consistency, with action, and move forward in the power of now. Because remember one thing, you're on this earth to create greatness, to create impact, to make a difference. You're on this earth to make a difference, guys. And the more you give place to that inner voice, the more you give place to that and move forward in it, you're going to see things start to just literally open up before you. You're going to see ways being made. You're going to see opportunities opening up that you never thought were possible. Because you got to remember, you're on this earth for more. You're created for more, and you are more. If you like this podcast, please like it, share it, give me a review. I'd love that. But as always, I'm here and you are more. Have a great week.